Are you a lifelong fan of General Hospital?
Are you a new fan who wants to know more about the history of the show?
Do you enjoy talking about the show with others?
Do you find yourself yelling at the TV?
Is your self-care an hour a day in Port Charles?
If so, we invite you to join hosts
Amanda Kimmel
and Shannon Coach at the place where all the hidden conversations take place and secrets are revealed.
Meet us at Pier 54,
A General Hospital fan podcast. Hi!
Hi!
Oh, that was a really weird hi.
Because your sugar hasn't kicked in yet?
No, it hasn't. I'm so tired. I don't know why. Anyway, welcome to the weekly recap of General Hospital, February 10th through 14th. This week was insane.
It was crazy. Where are you starting?
Oh, the first thing I wrote down. Okay, wait. I took 4 pages of notes.
Okay, you're way more notey than I am, so.
But I also had some really interesting thoughts. I said, Noah, the invisible child, have we ever even seen a picture of him?
I think we did see a picture once.
Did we?
When he was a baby, I think.
I think you might be right.
But I won't swear to it. I thought when they first moved and Robin had him that they sent a picture of Patrick holding the baby. But I could be imagining that.
Maybe.
But besides that, no. What did she say? Oh, he's into football. Yeah, he shouldn't be old enough to be into football.
He could still be into football. Didn't say he's playing. Didn't say he's starring quarterback on the high school team. He's into it. Little kids can be into football. You're in Pittsburgh, Amanda.
Yeah, thank God none of my kids are into sports like that.
But you see the little kids that are...
I do. I guess if she meant into it, he has a favorite jersey. He likes to watch the game, eat the yummy food. Okay, that I get. I was picturing he was on the flag football team that starts in kindergarten, and he shouldn't be in kindergarten yet, right?
Maybe they do preschool.
Oh, I hope not.
I mean, it's California, so they have better weather year-round.
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like they're aging him up already, and I don't like it.
Probably.
Yeah. Maybe soon he'll be old enough that he can come to Port Charles, and we can actually see him.
Maybe. I liked how Joss was trying to be a supportive friend, but Trina was kind of really over the top with not everyone has a billionaire dad.
Yes. Jocelyn did a good job not reacting to that.
And she was like, I will get my billionaire dad to pay for everything if you stay away.
Yeah.
But Joss has never, ever once, even presented herself as, oh, I'll just ask my dad to get that for me.
Right.
You know, it's...
And if she does, she doesn't say it like that, and it's something for the group.
Right.
When they went to Canada, wasn't that a credit card her dad had given her?
I think
something
so.
That her dad...
You're right.
But it was like, we're all going to have fun over this, not, oh, I just bought myself some designer jeans that you could never afford.
Exactly.
Right.
And let me flaunt them in front of you.
Yeah.
And let you know how much they cost and everything.
But Trina really likes Ava, and Ava has been good to Trina. So she's bashing her mentor, and that's not nice.
I loved when Ava was wondering if it was appropriate to be telling Trina certain things.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, you stopped yourself, and you weren't even that bad. Like,
yeah.
She wasn't really...
No, Trina's a junior in high school. I'm sure she's heard worse.
Yeah. I really like them. And I really like Ava and Nina.
They are adorable. That is a good friendship.
We've talked about it before, but when she was saying, and you get to go with Jasper Jax, I was like, that is such a girlfriend, teasing,
right,
taunting thing, and put the picture on Instagram and said, seriously love this new friendship. Ava talking about Jax to Nina. It feels just like how we would do to each other. And a lot of people agree. I don't think anyone disagreed with the fact that they have been amazing friends. Skeagase, I'm not even going to try to butcher your name, just said, Ava needs a good friend. And I'm like, yeah, they both need each other.
Yeah.
And Larissa Giuliano said, totally agree.
And it's nice to see this other side of her. We've only seen her in romantic relationships with guys. We've never seen a friendship.
Right. And same thing with Nina.
Yeah, that's true.
So they're both like, okay, moving on. Andrea Martino, 217, agreed they had a very rocky start, but love them as friends. Really like how Nina has made this role her own. Good job. And she really has.
She has.
She's done a really good job. We knew it was going to take a little while. Tabby and Sam like that Ava was encouraging her to go after Jax. And Kadar58, I too am loving the friendship these two have had as of late. My, have they come a long way from the hate they harbored towards each other.
Mm-hmm.
They have.
Yes, it's adorable. I love it.
It is. And I like when they throw Laura in the mix.
Yes.
You know,
It's good to see grown-up friendships. You normally only see the
right,
20-somethings all hanging out.
right. You don't just become a mom and lose friendships, or like an adult career woman and not have any friendships. You know, it's like, we see that all the time. I mean, Sex and the City kind of changed all that, but they still struggled whenever some of them started to have babies and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a Sex and the City podcast, so I'm not going to get too much into that. But they need to show
The balance. Yep.
yeah, that you can have a job, you can have friends, and you can be a mom, and you can do all of it. It's balance. It's not
Right.
it's harmony, not balance, because something's always going to give.
I don't know that everyone can look like Nina and Ava as they're doing all that, though.
No, that's why they have wardrobe and makeup artists and hairstylists.
I wish I had that.
What do you got?
My first note was that I didn't like that Anna and Robert were fighting in front of Emma. And we talked about this last week about her and Finn. Why are we pulling kids into conversations or keeping them in earshot? And Emma handled it really well because she said, "Oh, Mom said just ignore you guys when you're fighting," and turned around and walked away. But they still shouldn't be doing that in front of her.
Yeah, I just agree. I mean,
it doesn't feel like them, I guess, is why I don't like it so much. Like, they're so proper all the time. I feel like that's a given. Don't fight in front of the kids or grandkids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's different. Not that it's appropriate, but it's different later on when you see Lulu talking crap on Valentin in front of Charlotte or an earshot of Charlotte.
Yeah.
It's still absolutely not appropriate, but Lulu's kind of known for that, and so it's not really shocking.
Right.
But when Anna and Robert did it, I was like, oh, stop.
Well, especially for being spies.
Right.
I mean, and in law enforcement.
I mean,
quick side note, Neil telling Alexis that Obrecht was...
Oh, I know.
Such a HIPAA violation.
Yes.
But back to this. That is so much worse than him dating her.
Yep.
So bad.
Yep. I thought that too. Because at first it seemed like he was going to avoid it, and then he just kind of went into it.
If Obrecht said, I'm his, or he's my doctor,
that would be okay.
That is patient. But
yeah.
So you can cross that off real quick.
There you go.
But then when Anna said that Robert always has blinders whenever it comes to Peter and only sees the good, and I said, Robert's not the only one with blinders, Anna.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
She was fighting hard for him this week, and it annoyed me all over the place. And I liked how Finn was not having it anymore. Do you want me to burn these papers? Do you? No, because you know down in your heart that you're wrong and that he's a jerk.
Mm-hmm.
I also thought it was funny that...
Were you proud of him this week?
I was proud of him this week.
I was very proud of him
Except for whenever he left for the night and didn't take Roxy with him. I won't get you started. But I did think that was ridiculous because, again, turmoil in his life, you would take him.
Do you think he didn't because that would show Violet they were possibly not coming back? Because Roxy's home. Let's go with that.
Maybe. I would feel like...
Because he's never told Violet why he has Roxy.
Yeah, maybe. I feel like he needs her. He would need her. So he should have taken her. But whatever. We'll go with that. He just didn't want to tip her off that they may be gone for a long time. I thought it was hysterical, though, that Robert said to Anna that Peter was a murdering SOB. And I was like, that's her son. So... no, that wasn't the right choice of words. You're lucky she didn't punch you.
I liked when Peter told Robert he was almost extinct.
Yes.
That was funny.
That was funny. Do you think it was Peter that, shut that all down?
What do you mean? Oh, no, I think Finn.
That Finn called and shut it down after he gave the information?
I think that, I don't know. I can't decide.
Okay.
Because I know that Peter called and said, Sam and Jason are doing this.
Right.
But... I don't know why. I just feel like it might have been Finn. And I feel like, first of all, let's give him a ton of credit for not lying.
I know.
And for coming forward. And he did not have to tell her that.
No. That was
not a fan of the fact that he led with the flowers.
Yeah.
But then again, it is Valentine's Day. So.
Did they ever say Valentine's Day yet?
No. But we're still behind.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
Are we still behind? But whatever.
I feel like someone somewhere... I was confused with Willow and Chase because he got home and she was in that dress, and then 5 seconds later she was in her comfy PJs.
Oh, I loved that. I said, I like Willow's dress minus the long ruffle,
Yeah.
I like that style typically, like the long, but I feel like with that material, it wasn't as,
It looks a
it's
little
supposed
too
to be flowy.
80-ish.
It's supposed to be draped.
Yeah.
That was definitely very 80s. But I love the fact that she then went and promptly got into, and she was like, forget this. I'm getting in my shorts and a hoodie.
But I thought they were going to go somewhere, and that's why she was dressed up. Just don't understand why she
No,
bothered.
because she got the wine. So they were totally she was totally planning a night in. I think she just wanted to look cute for him when he got home.
Oh.
And the wine guy is a wine and spirit store in New York.
Oh.
Because they kept talking about it, and I'm like, what the heck is the wine guy? So when you first Google the wine guy,
I thought I just missed a reference somewhere else.
I found some kind of a blog. Then I Googled the wine guy New York, and it's a wine and spirit store.
Got it.
But we could be totally wrong about what they're actually referencing, but that's what Google told me. I know Google's not always right.
What? There's things that aren't truthful on the internet? What are you talking about?
While we're on the subject of wine, though, how come Nell gets to have alcohol but Sam doesn't?
I don't know.
Okay.
Nell has the sweetest parole I've ever seen. She had to have bought somebody off, not only just to get out. She has no rules. She can go wherever she wants, except for to Oregon, apparently. Everyone else goes to Oregon, but Nell can't go. That's the only part of her parole.
It has to be coming soon.
I hope so.
It has to. Because if they leave, then she's going to say, oh, yeah, by the way, not even yours, so he has to stay.
Yeah.
Speaking of Oregon, though, oh, I messed that up a couple weeks ago. I said that they were in Washington last week. I said that Spinelli's in Washington. He's not. He's in Oregon when we were talking about my son's school, or the school that my son wants to choose. As I was listening back, I went, you idiot. He's in Oregon. He's in Portland. So Ellie's coming?
Are we going to actually see her? I hope so.
I'm just really hoping she's not recast.
Oh, no, don't say
They
that.
can't recast Ellie.
No,
she
was perfect for that role.
Absolutely.
Perfect. But I did think it was funny that Brad's just going to go take her position. Like, there's no other positions anywhere else to go for.
And there's no one else to replace her.
Right. They didn't already find a replacement, as she said she was moving back across the country.
Mm-hmm.
Brad just called him up, got the job done.
Crazy. And for Lucas, who knows that he is missing something, like he knows that he needs to remember something, for him to just be like, yeah, sure. Hey, I'm still in a hospital bed, but let's go, dude.
Adding a move to this sounds like the best idea ever.
I do like his thought process, though, about, listen, we just need a fresh start.
I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's the right choice 6 months from now, not as you're getting out of the hospital and still need rehabilitation and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You're not going to move to a whole new hospital, especially for a job that pays you the same. Or the title that's the same.
Right.
So, very weird.
Amanda, guess what time it is?
What time is it?
It's time for me to pick out my FabFitFun selections.
Oh my gosh, you were so excited with the last box. What are you going to get this time?
I love FabFitFun. Seriously, I've been using it for over a year, and at first I was like, do I really want to, spend money on that? Yes.
I know how excited
you get over $200 worth of products for only $49.99, and it's once a quarter.
That's not bad at all.
No, not at all. One of the items that I'm getting in my spring box is a light therapy anti-wrinkle light. I've seen them listed other places for well over $100, and that's going to be included in my box. They also have robes, different lotions, sprays. There's a really cute umbrella on there. Tons of things for you to pick out.
You're making me want one.
You could go to our website, pure54podcast.com, and just go under the savings tab and click the get offer button under the FabFitFun. Make sure to use promo code RAINBOW and you get $10 off your first box. That's a deal. It's amazing. So go check out our website, pure54podcast.com, and make sure to use promo code RAINBOW for $10 off your first box. And you're going to love it.
Do you have an idea for a podcast but don't know where to start? Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Anchor is such an easy way to record and edit a podcast, and you can do it from either your phone or computer. Best part is you don't have to worry about getting it out there. Anchor distributes to many platforms so you can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, and many more. You can start making money right away without having a minimum number of listeners, too. Anchor really is everything that you need to make a podcast all in one place.
Oh, we forgot to talk about Emma getting advice from Peter. I really liked the advice that he gave her about how he learned too late.
Yeah.
And I felt like it was very sincere. That
I just don't like Peter. He's good with the kids.
I feel like he really does have a lot of regret. He's still making these stupid choices, but
Exactly.
he told Emma, like, I hope you're smarter than me, you know, stuff like that. Like,
If he had really turned his life around when he said he turned his
Mhm.
life around and been on the straight and narrow, I would totally be with Anna of just let it go and move on.
Yeah.
But he keeps making dumb choices, and that makes me not like him.
when I feel like we might have talked about this before, but I can't remember. Had we ever heard Anna say that he really could be Alex's before?
I don't know that she has admitted that to
Because they totally talked about it
right.
this week.
She
But
said she didn't care. Yeah.
right.
I don't know.
I don't remember. It was never a thing. But I feel like we were both like, hey, Anna, you finally figured that out a while ago.
Yeah.
So for it to be exclaimed, I don't know.
But her to not care, so it doesn't really matter.
Very, very true.
I don't know. She's just, I feel like she wants everything to be perfect too much. And she's not following her instincts, which is not like Anna.
Well, and he has been dealt a very bad card. And I totally get that, you know.
Right.
But he is an adult now, and he did make these choices as an adult with
Right.
all of the information after having found Maxie and Anna.
He's had plenty of time to stop. Spinelli called him out on that. When did you supposedly turn good?
I know.
I loved it.
That was fantastic.
And Maxie couldn't even say anything.
She's like,
She just
oh, wait,
kinda,
when?
I don't know. Answer that question, Peter. I'm not sure. You have so many notes. I'm waiting.
I do.
Oh, with Brad, I don't understand why he even told no. Why would you tell her that you were moving?
To threaten her. Because it's a great idea to threaten a sociopath.
Yeah. And he didn't even say it in a real threatening way. It was just kind of like, by the way, I'm going to move out of town. You knew that's going to set her off. She was really good with her manipulation there to then go to Chase's.
To throw herself at him,
That was really good.
she's delusional.
I like her
Although-
crazy, though.
She's fully aware of the fact that Valentin is trying to buy her shares.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the first time that we've ever heard Valentin saying
I still don't know
I
why
wanna
he
buy-
wants them.
to have some kind of power, but over who?
Yeah, I don't get it.
You know, do we want to talk about all that Valentin stuff?
He just was a whole lot of cray. I understand it has to be devastating to find out that you're not who you thought you were, but he was crazy this week. And I didn't like that dream sequence shooting Jax and whatever.
I was like, thank God he did not shoot Jax, because I really, for all the things that he's done, I don't think he would have actually done that in front of Joss.
Right.
And
Or witnesses.
witnesses, I would maybe think that he would, but not in front of a kid. But he really thought it out that, yeah, I will never see my daughter again if I do this right now.
Right.
But I said, not a Cassadine, and learning about Jax and Nina in the same day. Valentin and the terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day.
Yeah. How'd you feel
That was
about
a rough day.
Helena visiting him?
I was just so glad she's not alive. I mean,
That's not very nice.
you know what I mean. At some point, they actually have to die.
Yes.
And for her to come back again.
I agree with you. That would have been ridiculous.
But for him to be thinking about it and just... See, I liked him this week. I thought that...
It's not that I did or didn't like him.
It was
He
just
was
so
so crazy. Every second.
How would you like to find out that you're not who you've been raised to think that you were?
Crazy.
And the love of your life, oh yeah, kissed somebody else. All in the same day? I think you would be going a little bonkers. Just saying.
Maybe we shouldn't be sneaking around places listening to private conversations.
Well, maybe he was trying to just give them a little privacy before he turned the corner.
Uh-huh.
I don't think he was expecting to hear that.
I don't think he was expecting to hear that, but he was definitely listening. It wasn't just it took an extra second to get my coat off or something. He was listening.
He said something. I can't find it. Oh, back to the share thing. I am glad that Valentin was not okay with Brooklyn being sexually harassed.
Yes.
And that,
Mm-hmm.
we'll just leave it at that. No, he said something about when he's like, I was just a name. It was just a name. I forget it now, and I didn't write it down in my 4 pages.
I don't know. I don't know what you're referring to. I'm sorry. I can't
It was
help
right
you.
after he found out the results, and he said something about he was okay with it. It was just a name that he was born into. He didn't ask for it. I can't remember. Sorry I brought it up.
I liked that Helena said that he was the most Cassadine and he wasn't a Cassadine. Like, Cassadine is the crazy. I always thought that Helena was more crazy than the Cassadines.
Yeah, just a bit.
Okay.
I would agree.
All right, just wanted to make sure. I know that they've done a lot of crazy
I think
things.
that's where the crazy came from in Stavros and Stefan.
Right. But she made it sound like that was the Cassadine bloodline, and she was just the nicest thing ever on the side or something.
But then on the flip side, when Alexis said, you got the smarts and none of the Cassadine crazy, and I loved that she actually was showing him compassion, and
Yeah.
it seemed like when he was gonna jump, that she was like,
Right.
you know,
do that.
don't do it.
I feel like he wouldn't have gone through with that either because he couldn't do that to Charlotte.
On Twitter, James Patrick Stewart said, let me get this straight. Valentin learns he ain't a Cassadine after all, turns to Nina for emotional support, and her response is to jump in bed with Jasper Jax. That's cold. That's ice cold. And Nancy Lee Grant said, Alexis would sleep with Valentin at James Patrick Stewart, but he's her brother. Oh, wait. And then he said, I'm liking where you're going with this. I just love when they comment about their own characters, though. Like that. But seriously, they're not related.
Right.
So,
and she needs someone else. She can't have Neil.
right? Why not the guy you thought was your brother?
I mean, they've done worse.
Ugh.
Soap history.
Can we not? Please, please, please. Ew, no. No.
Hopefully they're not going there, but it is a funny idea.
But speaking of the Nina and Jax.
That was crazy fast.
So this is my bedroom. Wow, that was fast.
Doesn't his bedroom look like Charlotte's bedroom?
I thought so too.
Okay. When they walked in, I was like, that's not your
Charlotte's
bedroom. That's
bedroom
Charlotte's
with dim
bedroom.
lights and a brown comforter.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Nope, totally thought the same thing.
Okay, good.
But yeah, that was really fast.
Yeah. I thought agreeing to see each other meant let's go get some coffee sometime or have a dinner.
Right.
Not, this is my bedroom.
And how he said it was not like Jax.
Right.
And here's the thing, it's not like they were at his house and then stopped.
Right. It's like they
went
walked in the
from
door
the
and
office
went right to bed.
From the office, here's champagne, and here's my bed.
Okay. Maybe it's the champagne.
I don't
Maybe
know.
he has a special blend champagne that makes that transition that much easier.
No. After everything that he talked about with, I love the fact that Nina went to an attorney to check to
so
see.
Funny. That reminded me of you. I wish Shannon would do that.
Well, it's not conflicting with her job, and it's no quid pro quo, so it's okay.
Uh-huh.
But he was all about consent and making sure that he wasn't pushing her. I don't think he's going to drug her.
No. I didn't mean drug her. I just meant it adds to the romance of it. She even said, with the champagne again, like, that's all you ever do.
Right.
Like, here's some champagne.
Although he does have a fun side, so.
Yeah. I don't know. It was a good love-making scene, because we haven't had a good one in a while.
No.
So
I get
that was good.
sick of them, though.
If they're constantly.
It was nice, got to the point, but not too long.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, 2 minutes,
right.
I'm
it was
good.
steamy enough that you were like, Jax is hot. Wow, I wish I had Nina's body. Okay, let's move on.
I've never laid down on a bed like that.
No?
I don't think no. Not that slow motion.
I want to know how many times they have to practice laying the woman down, because they do it flawlessly, and I think I would trip over something and hit my knee and be like, ow!
That's what I'm saying. It's like
never.
And the camera angles, I mean, it's choreographed.
Oh, definitely. I don't think I could do that part.
No, me neither.
But no, I was just surprised at how quick it all happened.
I agree.
Conversation in the office to, this is my bedroom.
Jason and Sam.
I'm getting sick of.
So sick of it.
Okay. I know that that's not popular.
No.
Everyone loves Sam and Jason, and it's not that I don't love them.
It's so what they are doing right now.
Of this.
Is
right, thank
ridiculous.
God for Epiphany.
Oh.
I loved how stern she was with that parole officer, though.
Yep.
There are HIPAA rules in place, ma'am. That was great.
The first thing I said, I cannot believe that Epiphany covered for Sam. Guess it's because of Milo. And then I was like, but good for her for setting them straight, because she's right.
Yes.
Because this is not the Sam and Jason that.
Nope.
They wouldn't. Jason has kept his distance from plenty of people for their good.
And Sam, as much as you don't see her with her kids constantly, she's always been a good mom. Mm-hmm. And she's going to say, let's pick them up and move them and be on the run.
Right.
Why don't you talk to Laura about that for a minute and she'll tell you what a poor idea that is.
Maybe just a bit. Well, and then there was that one point where Alexis said something about her being in love with a felon.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, Alexis has been in love with multiple felons.
Yeah.
Like, she really...
Who are your baby daddies again?
Right, let's go
Okay,
through.
then.
Mobster.
Wanted to be a mobster, attorney for one instead.
Exactly. Crazy kidnapper.
Yeah.
Mobster attorney.
Yep. She should not be judging.
No, but yeah, that I really have nothing to say with that other than they are lucky that Epiphany saved their butts.
Yes. And I just hope that all comes to an end. Whether they decide to be together no matter what, or they decide to not be together, just make a decision because this meeting up, it's not working.
Well, they're going to be caught, and it's not going to be pretty.
Right.
And like we said earlier, not sure why Nell has completely different rules, that she can actually go near the people that she tried to kill.
Just living with one of them, that's
you
okay.
know, but it is what it is. You know,
Right, follow the rules. That's all that we're saying.
and if you want the best outcome, you have to, you know, in the meanwhile, while you're appealing, while you're looking for a new parole officer or something.
Right. And now that Spinelli's back, just give him time. You know he's going to figure it out.
Right.
Spinelli, give me a break.
Exactly.
The only other thing that I have was Brooklyn with Mike. She was so good.
First thing I said, I was like, he's going to think she's Lois.
Yes.
I mean, that was a given, but no, she was absolutely amazing with him and gave Sonny excellent advice.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's not there. You know, that's not who you're trying to save, is no longer there.
Right. Yeah, that was very touching. I liked that.
That was really good.
What was up with Carly telling Brando the truth?
I don't know, but I really liked when he said that he was a dumb man trying to get smart about getting clean.
Yes.
That was good.
He seems like a decent person, but they do not know enough about him for
To
her
confide in him like
to
that?
just say, oh, yeah, we were totally manipulating the whole system.
Or was she getting ahead of it before he started doing searches and raising red flags for other people too?
I still feel like that's something she would consult Jason about, if not Sonny.
Very true, because she's going to get herself in some trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have two theories.
Go ahead.
Cyrus is either Dustin's dad or Brando's dad.
Oh.
I guess that's one theory with two possible outcomes. Sorry. Uh-huh.
I'm going to go with Dustin. I hadn't thought about it till you said it, but I'm going to go with Dustin. So
They
I'm putting
both
my
have
money
similar coloring, though, so I really couldn't. But could that be why? Like, because if Cyrus is a big drug kingpin, whatever, and
I feel
Brando
like-
got addicted.
I feel like Gladys would have played that card already.
Oh, as a power move over. Okay.
I mean, maybe not. Maybe he told her not to, and so she listened because that's her baby daddy. But I think...
To protect her son.
Right. I think she would have played it already, just because she doesn't seem that good at keeping secrets.
Or did she leave him, and then when Brando started to go down that path, that's why she said, "You're dead to me."
Maybe.
Because she had moved on from that part of her life. Because what if she is in recovery?
Could be. I feel like Dustin needs a story more than Brando still, so I want it to be Dustin.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
So I have a couple more things because...
Go ahead. I like your notes because I wasn't going where you
I
were
was
going.
just having, I don't know. This was just, it's been a long time since I took these this week. It's been a long time since I took this many notes.
You took this week?
When Lulu started yelling at Charlotte for using the word hate. And I was like, okay, so one, don't use the word around her because you do.
Mm-hmm.
And two, don't act that way in front of her.
Exactly.
You know, you act like you hate her dad in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
And three, she's telling you her feelings right after you told her there's nothing she can't tell you.
Yep. Yeah, it was a parenting fail all over the place.
It was a mental health fail.
Yeah, like the kid's not going through enough.
Right. I did like that Ava commissioned Franco for a portrait of the mistress of Windermere.
But that kissing picture is going to get her in trouble.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
So much trouble.
Totally. That was the first thing I thought of.
That should have been deleted instantly.
Yeah.
Not
shown to Nicholas?
Yeah. They put it on social media. Don't.
Oh, did they put it on social media?
I think so. Isn't that the one that Trina said, do you want me to post this?
Oh, maybe.
So you've just given Nicholas all he needs.
Do you want to talk about the Ava Jerome gallery that you sent me?
You can talk about it. You're so excited. I just happened to see that, and you had said, I don't know, weeks ago, about how you wondered how they got the art for it. So I was sending it more for you because you're so excited.
But other people might want to know, and I want to know if I can seriously buy that butterfly painting.
You should contact them.
I probably don't have enough to buy that, but
Okay, so this was on soapsanddeaths.com, how the art is created for Ava's Gallery on General Hospital. Ever since it opened up, Ava's Gallery has been the center of quite a bit of drama on General Hospital. But whereas regular soap sets tend to look pretty much the same day in and day out, an art gallery needs a constant influx of new artwork to hang on the walls as pieces are bought and sold. In a backstage video shared on social media, the soap offered a peek at how they create these unique works of art, courtesy of GH production designer Jennifer Elliott. Frank Valentini, GH's executive producer, asked me to create a new show for Ava's Gallery, one of our favorite sets on GH, she explains. And so I enlisted the help of Brett Myers because he's our #1 scenic artist. And go ahead.
I was just going to say, because remember, I was trying to Google the name Brett Hopton or Hawken or Hawkinton or whatever it is.
Okay.
So maybe they combined like 2 different names. Hofton. I don't remember, but the first name was Brett.
Right. He created some fantastic works of art, and we just wanted to take you behind the scenes so you can see a little bit of his process. And then it says the video then uses time-lapse photography to show Myers creating multiple paintings on large canvases that viewers will recognize from recent episodes where they could be spotted hanging on the gallery walls. It's fascinating to watch his technique and see just how these beautiful works of art were developed. Now, if only fans could actually purchase their favorite pieces or even prints. Check out the behind-the-scenes peek at the magic in the video below. And for more GH features, keep reading Soaps and Death magazine. So, yeah, there's a video there that's on Facebook of how they create it all. But that's so neat that they're scene artists.
And we'll put the link to the article, which also has the video in the body of the in our show notes. So when I say the show notes, you can either go on pier54.com and you see like a whole written description of the podcast, kind of like a little teaser about some of the topics that we talk about. But then below is all the links that we talk about. Or you can look on your podcast player. Sometimes you have to click the picture and the show notes will pop up.
Right.
But, so if you don't know what I'm talking about, maybe just Google how to get show notes on your certain player because they're all a little bit different. But that's what I'm talking about.
There you go.
I love that. I was so excited when you sent that to me.
I'm glad I made your day.
You did. You did.
Somebody had posted it in one of the Facebook groups, and when I saw it, I thought, Shannon wanted to know that the other day.
Well, speaking of what's going on and how do those things happen in the background, did you ever notice that badger in Sunny's office?
No. What the heck?
How many times have we seen Sunny's office? And for whatever reason,
I've just never seen that.
Okay.
Why? Now I need to go back and watch old. Did you watch old episodes?
This was this week.
That's a new acquisition for him? What the heck?
No, because when I Googled it, apparently it's like a couple years old. And for whatever reason,
I have never seen that.
We've just never noticed it.
Oh, that's hysterical.
So posted on Instagram. Anyone else wonder why Sunny has a stuffed badger in his office? And Maurice Bernard did not answer me.
Oh.
I know. And then remember how there's like that whole meme of the honey badger?
Yeah.
So people started commenting about that. Becky4005, haha, every scene in Sunny's office, that thing is the only thing I can think about. It's so weird and random. And she was actually going to message us asking if we had any idea. Nova Fairfax, I was wondering what the story is or if there even is one. It does seem peculiar. I got a visual of Sunny winning a badger battle like Bill Murray in Caddyshack. Marty Lance, he protects like a badger till death. He is the greatest. Not a bad.
That's so weird, though.
Some other people never noticed it before. Art illustration by Steve. That badger tried to muscle into Sunny's territory back in the 90s. I thought that was funny. So I then did have a thought that it could possibly Bentonhurst Badgers could possibly be a high school. So I looked up the high schools.
Oh, gosh. And?
None of them have a badger, but there's 5. Well, no, I'm sorry. Lafayette closed in 2010. Bishop High School is the Tigers. Franklin Delano Roosevelt High School is the Cougars. John Dewey is Dragon. And New Uterick, I couldn't find out what their mascot was.
So it's public schools, though? Because he went to the Catholic school.
How much do you want to bet? Okay, so hold it. Catholic school.
St. Mary's, wasn't it?
St. Mary's. Bentonhurst.
It might not be St. Mary's. I could be wrong.
It's a church. Oh, they have a Mary Poppins Academy.
Is their mascot the badger? What the heck?
The school is clean and schedules are well structured. No kidding. It's Mary Poppins. I can't get over that. Okay. There is a St. Peter Catholic Academy. It doesn't look like they have.
I think you've
I
been
can't.
hanging out with Valentin too much this week because you're losing it.
Listen, I don't think it's unrealistic to think Bensonhurst Badgers.
No, you just did a lot of research. I'm sorry that it didn't turn anything up.
We will, but you could be right because so no Catholic school showed up in those 5. So I was like, maybe there's not a Catholic school. I didn't think to actually look Catholic school
Got it.
in Bensonhurst.
Got
So I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole, but again.
Alrighty.
Oh, I loved Peter's face when Maxie said hot Dustin.
Yes.
He was like, do I
cute.
really need to be here for that?
That was cute. I do like how real life they are.
Mm-hmm.
Because, boyfriends, husbands feel weird when the girlfriend shows up and is like, hey, blah, 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 blah. And you're like, wait, I don't need to say that in front of you.
Right.
I wanted to know who Megan was. When Alexis picked up the phone, she was like, hey, Megan, hold on one second. Let me step outside.
Right. We're going to get a new person.
Is that what that's going to be?
Hopefully.
Well, I'm going to be excited that her name's Megan because I love the name Megan.
Just a bit.
So.
Oh, and we had a Madeline. And there was an Emily.
I did
and
not.
there was a Matt.
I did
Dr.
not.
Matt Hunter.
I did not name my children off of General Hospital. I
Oh,
swear.
Amanda, all of your kids.
I swear.
Has there been an Amanda or a Mandy? I know we don't call you Amanda, Mandy, but
I don't know about Amanda.
I don't know either. Maybe like way back in the day.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But yeah, I did not name my kids after General Hospital characters.
Okay, I think that's it
All right.
for my 4 pages of notes. Do we want to talk about what we're going to talk about on the Port Charles 411 Thursday?
Sure.
So we had the extreme pleasure of speaking with Jacqueline.
I make you say it because I can't do it right. I can't do it justice.
Well, she does it way better.
Oh, yeah.
But she's French.
I was going to say, that probably kind of
I just took it for 4 years. And I messed up whenever we were doing the recap on the episode. But whatever. She is the mom of Teo and Eric Olsen, who play Wiley Jonah. So we got to ask her a few behind-the-scenes questions, and
she was so nice.
So sweet. I mean, just delightful. And we got to talk to the boys.
They were so cute. But yeah, it was amazing. That was maybe my favorite conversation. Just because it was so like talking to your neighbor. Hey, what's going on? How are the kids? Whatever.
And you're talking mom to mom too.
Yeah.
So I think that so far we've talked to dads.
Right.
We have another mom.
Mm-hmm.
And we do have another dad coming up though.
Yeah.
So
yay.
We've got so much in the works right now. And I'm saving that for next week's reality check. So I'm not going to say it now.
Okay.
But it's going to be awesome. I'm going to have a great Friday.
I was going to say, I'm surprised you can contain yourself because you're really excited.
I actually had a dream about it last night.
Oh my God.
It was mentioned in my dream last night. And I got high-fived. But
so yeah, tune in Thursday and listen to that because it's an awesome interview.
Well, we still have to do
reality check. Am I going first? Is that why you're looking at me?
Yes.
Is it my turn to go first?
Yes, because I talked about college last week.
Okay.
And you had talked about Megan's split the previous week.
Oh, right. Okay. I didn't have anything.
It's Valentine's Day.
It was Valentine's Day. It was Valentine's Day, and ironically, the day before Valentine's Day, I had my first cardiology appointment.
Ooh.
And I at least got to feel young there because everyone else in the waiting room was like 80 years old, and I was sitting there all by myself. So just making sure everything's okay because my family's heart history sucks, but it was a new experience because never been to that kind of doctor before. So it was nice to be young there. Yeah. So anyway, just a regular, like making sure everything's good or whatever. But it was a weird experience because I'm not ready to be old. And then Friday was Valentine's Day, but in my family, that's my niece Julie's birthday. So that kind of gets all the glory. And she turned 26, which is devastating to me because it feels like she was just born the other day. And I was there whenever she was born. And she was super little. She was 5 pounds, 12 ounces. So
oh my goodness.
Baby. And I just remember like carrying her around, and anytime we were out, if people assumed she was mine, I was totally okay with that because she was just so cute and little.
You're not old enough.
I wasn't
for that to have.
I wasn't, but I looked a little older when I was younger than what I was. kind of dressed it up, liked to look older. And so I did not mind whenever people would tell me how cute my baby was. And I was like, thanks, I know, she's adorable. So she was so cute.
Aw.
So her being 26, I'm like, wait, you're how old? Did I do that math right? That can't be right. But I don't know, we all just hung out, family dinner, then went back to my mom's for cake and ice cream and give her presents. And so that was that. And then the Valentine's Day side of it, I don't usually do much for the girls just because I don't want to have them expect huge things from me. Their dad usually gets them stuff, but he wasn't seeing them this year on Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought them each a balloon, and they were all excited because they woke up and I had tied balloons to their book bags and stuff.
Aw, that's cute.
Yes. And then from my friend, I got roses and Dr. Pepper because that's my favorite drink in the world. And that was that. So it was good.
I just got the kids a card and a little box of chocolates.
Aww.
You know, it's...
You're so nice.
I mean, I'm with you. It's just... Okay, it matters the other 364.
Right.
If you're not doing, yeah.
Yeah. And I don't like to do candy. My mom always makes treat bags for the kids that are still in the lower levels of school.
Mm-hmm.
So Madeline had a Valentine's Day party and I got to go. So that was fun. That was cute. That's mom time. She gets happy when I attend things. But my mom makes up treat bags for the whole class, and then she'll make up a couple extra ones to give to the older kids.
Yeah.
So they already had candy. I wasn't going to buy them
Right.
more candy because then when they eat it all in one sitting, I would be screaming at them for being obnoxious. So
yeah,
we'll just cut that fight out, and here's a cute balloon. So.
Well, all we did was we bought store pizza and caught up on Grey's Anatomy.
Oh,
like
that's nice.
But that's like the ultimate reality check, though. Like that's,
because
you don't need the big...
Yeah, I always feel like when I'm in a serious relationship, as awful as it is to say, it's a lose-lose with me. Because if you spend a bunch of money on something, I'm going to yell at you for spending money that we could have spent somewhere else. And if you don't make an attempt, then I'm mad that you didn't make an attempt. So pizza and Grey's Anatomy is the perfect level.
But it's an attempt. Exactly. It's not... I don't want something just because you're supposed to.
Right.
If you see something and you're like, oh my gosh, Shannon needs this.
Yes.
Or
exactly.
would love this.
Yep.
Like that.
No, and that's exactly what I said to my friend, because he'll bring over random candy bars or whatever. And I'm like, all those things that you do
they count.
On a random Thursday here, I stopped for gas and I knew you'd like a candy bar mean way more than Valentine's Day because you're supposed to. But it was nice. I still liked the Dr. Pepper better than the roses.
And he brought me flowers, but he brought me colorful flowers because he knows I like the colorful ones. But, and it's...
Right.
That's the stuff that...
Yes, the fact that he knows that. Yep.
Right. Not saying I would not have enjoyed roses, but the reason is... Some of them are purple, and that's my favorite color. So,
yes.
Yeah. I guess part of that was also my reality check, huh? And I missed one of my daughter's appointments this week, and I don't think I've ever done that. And it's not a big appointment. It's only a 10-minute review of here's the data from the past year. Are we still going to keep doing this stuff? It's for her behavioral social skills group. And I dropped her off, and it was just a day that I had almost every single minute scheduled.
Right.
And when the alarm went off to take her to the pop-up, and I was just like, okay, because that happens every Wednesday at the same time. Yeah, it went off earlier for a reason. So we had it rescheduled for tomorrow. So there's another reality check. I apparently can't track my kids' activities.
There you go. Alrighty then. We'll leave you with that. Have a good week.
And we'll meet you at the pier.
Bye.
Bye.
If you enjoyed today's show, we invite you to go to pier54podcast.com to subscribe on your favorite platform. Don't forget to leave us a review.
And you can also follow us on many social media channels. Just search for Pier 54 Podcast. Also, we are not perfect, so if there is something that we missed or messed up, just let us know by emailing us at pier54podcast@gmail.com.